day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Out of the gun, Simeon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Locke forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Simeon. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Simeon on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw it is Lock. They'll roll him out right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lock to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Woodson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Simeon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Simeon. This is the tight end Fant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of twos, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Locke going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 92 yards.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Simeon. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, Simeon. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
No!
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Simeon throwing again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2nd down and 8.
Now Locke. Flushed out right.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. A final shot before half for Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like...
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up.
They've got his man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Play action. Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Simeon now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these can't get away, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Simeon. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh, he
as hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Vita Vea getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Simeon.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
jet sweep. Here's Bateman.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Simeon's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Simeon. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Simeon. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Simeon. Completes it to Aguilar.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
To the air again, Simeon. It's caught by Aguilar. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Simeon.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now a give, right side. Woodson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Simeon. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Myles Garrett, who else? Thomas, he's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. A lot going to throw it here. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Ravens ready to take over.
Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
Simeon's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Simeon's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. To throw is Simeon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again is Simeon. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, the Lombardi Trophy